Hola Sagittarius, Sun, Scorpio, Moons. Welcome to your 2024 Sun Moon reading. If it resonates, consider a personal pre-recorded or live reading. Just click on the link tree below or text me at 646-902-5715. When you see this is when you were meant to view it. It doesn't matter the time of year. Also check out your 2023 Sun Moon readings that are still in my playlist and see if they rang true for you. The first portion of this reading, I will go over the traits of your Sun Moon combination. I'll pull the main cards and take a quick look at your 2023. The second portion will be the Vimeo link below, where I will have a deeper interpretation of those cards with clarifiers, in addition to a card of advice for 2024. So, Sagittarius Sun, Scorpio Moons. The sharpest tool in the shed, you are exacting when it comes to your actions. Unfortunately, at times, your emotions can override your logic. When this happens, you can often be reckless, hasty, and impulsive. It would do you good to work on patience and being more tolerant of others' opinions and situations. You have incredible tenacity and a vibrant optimism. You can adapt easily to different people in different situations. However, when it comes to communicating with people, some of your deliveries can be blunt and sting. Interestingly enough, you try to avoid offending people of importance. Once your arrow is pointed on a goal or achievement, very little can stop you. Very early on, you were a mature person with an independent mindset, which lended itself to achieving your dreams. So, Holy Spirit, angels, divine guides, universe, can you please provide your truth, your wisdom, your clarity, and insight for Sagittarius Sun, Scorpio Moons for the year 2024? What do you see? What do they need to know to reach your higher ground, become closer to universe and closer to divine? Can you show me January, February, and March? You have the Nine of Swords in the upright. Make sure you look me up on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Like, share, subscribe, or donate in any of the links below in support of my efforts. Always greatly appreciated. Okay, we have the Two of Swords in the upright for April, May, June. What do you see for July, August, September for Sagittarius, Sun, Scorpio, Moons? We have the Justice card in the upright. And how will what we see for October, November, December? We have the Knight of Cups in the upright. All right, so my all-over sense from this reading is that you're going to have something, you're going to be deliberating over something in the beginning of the year that's going to be very difficult for you. As you kind of go through the year, I think you're going to figure it out, and at the end of the year, you're going to come out of it great. We start off with the Nine of Swords in the upright for January, February, and March. This is where I see you agonizing, tormented over a decision. You're going over and over it in your head, trying to figure out what you're going to do, what's the right thing to do. You're probably going to have a lot of trouble sleeping. This is often my card of insomnia, where there's a lot of negative thoughts that are just paralyzing you, paralysis through analysis. That's this card. And you're just having a really, really hard time with it. So thinking and overthinking about it. In April, May, June, with the Two of Swords in the upright, I see you calming down somewhat and saying to yourself, doing all of this overthinking and whatnot, being stressed out is not being helpful to me. What I need to do is kind of sit on this for a little while. So I see you taking the time to kind of sit on this and figure out how you're going to decide. It can be a legal matter. I'm seeing that as we move forward, or something that's going to be in the court system. But since you do have time to think on it, I do think you take that time, and you also don't have a lot of information. So what you say is, okay, let me kind of use my intuition, and let me kind of use my other senses to figure out what I'm going to do. The Two of Swords for me in my readings is a very kind of meditative card. It's like, let me just sit here and chill and feel how I feel about the situation and hear everything around me and take in everything once my sight is kind of taking away, but also guarding yourself, being very protective of your stance during this period of time. So I do think you're waiting for other information to come in to tip the scales one way or the other, because you're realizing that just going over it again in your mind is not being helpful. When we get into July, August, September, we have the Justice card in the upright, which is the card of Libra. I get the sense here that whatever it was is actually going to be worked out and is actually going to go in your favor. You're actually going to come to it. So if it does go through the courts or it's a legal matter, it's going to, like I said, be in your favor. But it can also be that you finally come to your decision. You figured out the right thing to do. That's something that you could live with, that's going to restore balance. Something that, is the fairest, the best decision you can actually make, and something that you're actually going to be okay with. So that's where I see the turning point is in after the first half of the year and going into the second half. And at the end of the year, it looks really good because something's coming in for you. This is something, it could be a person who you're romantically involved with, a short term, kind of thing. Maybe it's something to kind of get your mind off of what happened here. Very uplifting, someone you might want to spend a lot of time with. Doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic liaison. It could be a friend. It could be someone you just connect with on a very emotional level that you enjoy doing things with. There could also be news of a project coming in or a job, which also you connect to on a very emotional level and you're very happy about. So just kind of put one foot in front of the other as you go through 2024, knowing that this will get resolved. So if this resonated, consider a personal pre-recorded or live reading. Just click on the link tree below or text me at 646-902-5715. Look me up on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Like, share, subscribe, or donate in support of my efforts. It's always greatly appreciated. Otherwise, Sagittarius Sun, Scorpio Moons, I will see you in the Vimeo reading where I will have clarifiers in addition to a card of advice for 2024. Adios from Veronica Garnett. Bye.